this is Dee, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who have recently subscribed, I'd like to say thank you. And for those of you who have been riding along on this baking train with me since the beginning, I'd like to also say thank you. I want to encourage you guys to comment and let me know if you have tried any of my recipes. Well, today, if you have watched my channel before, you know I like saying, I'm trying something for the first time in front of you guys. Well, this particular recipe I have made before. What we're going to make today is brioche. Now, I have made a loaf of brioche bread, but I have never attempted to make any of these delicious recipes, if you can see them. I've never attempted to make any of these delicious breakfast pastries. I have been taking a pastry course, Joanne Chang, as a matter of fact. I have been following the master class, and I actually completed the master class, but some of the bakes I have not tried. So this is what we're going to do today. Now you'll need, for this particular recipe, you'll need cold eggs, cold water, room temperature butter. You'll need active dry yeast, kosher salt, sugar. You'll need unbleached flour. You'll also need bread flour. And I'm going to be using my KitchenAid stand mixer. If you don't have a stand mixer, I suggest you not try this recipe until you get one, because you don't need to knead this dough with your hand. You're going to let your mixer do all of the work. So follow along today as we prepare the dough to make some delicious breakfast pastries. Now, this recipe is actually going to take me 2 days because the dough needs to rise in the refrigerator for 24 hours. So you'll see me make the dough today. My apron may change because this will take 2 days, but it's so worth it. Brioche is a delicious French pastry that is so worth every single moment that it takes to prepare it. To your stand mixer, with the dough hook, add water, yeast, all-purpose flour, bread flour, sugar, and salt. Mix these ingredients together on a low speed. Add your eggs one at a time. Then increase the speed slightly. You're going to beat this floured mixture together until all the eggs are incorporated and your dough is pale yellow for about 3 minutes. And as you can see, the dough is coming together nicely. You'll know your dough is ready by doing the window pane test. As you can see, it's still a sticky mess, so we need to knead the dough a little longer. probably about 6 to 8 minutes. Scrape down your bowl periodically to make sure that all of your ingredients are well incorporated. And remember, if you're using a KitchenAid stand mixer, do not put your mixer higher than a 2 when mixing your bread dough because you'll burn up your motor. That's what I've heard. Once your dough has come together, now it's time to add your warm butter pieces. Increase your speed to medium and add your butter pieces one at a time, making sure that each piece is well incorporated before you add the next piece. Scraping down the bowl periodically again to make sure that all of your butter is able to be incorporated into your dough. At this point in the process, I'm noticing that my dough is just a little loose. But there's a solution for this. At this point, you can choose to do one or two things. You can place your dough in the refrigerator for about 20 to 25 minutes, just until it firms up a little. Or you can choose to add 35 to 40 grams of bread flour, which at this point is what I decided to do. adding just a little at a time, and then continuing the kneading process. And this is the way that our dough should look. It should be pulling away from the sides. And literally, our mixer should be slapping around on the counter a little bit. So make sure that you're close so that you can hold your mixer down if this happens. And let's do the window pane test, see if it's ready. And as you can see, it's not ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to knead it a little longer. I could not imagine doing this by hand. I'm so thankful for my stand mixer at this point. And there it goes, bouncing around on my countertop. Now let's do the window pane test one more time. And it looks like our brioche dough has come together just the way it should. You should be able to see through your little window pane. At this point, we are going to remove our dough from our bowl. Look at it. I'm so proud of myself at this point. The more that I do it, the better I'm going to get. And we're going to wrap our bowl tightly and place it in the refrigerator for 24 hours. It's day 2, and our brioche dough has risen in the refrigerator for exactly 24 hours. This is what it's looking like. The first recipe that I am going to attempt is breakfast buns or hamburger buns. We say hamburger buns, you think about lunch, but actually this brioche dough will bake up so light and fluffy. You can just have these little buns for breakfast. You can add a little butter or jam or whatever you decide, or you can use them for lunch for a sandwich. So what I'm going to do is I am going to divide or cut the dough into and weigh it out into 100-gram pieces. We are going to then place them on our baking tin and cover it with plastic wrap and allow the dough to rise for exactly 2 hours. So let's get that process started. That's almost 200 grams. because we're making cinnamon cream brioche, let's make pastry cream. For this, you'll need milk, granulated sugar, cake flour, kosher salt, egg yolks, and vanilla extract. While our milk continues to simmer, look at our brioche buns. They are rising perfectly. For the recipe and instructions for pastry cream, be sure to check the description box. And if you've watched my channel before, you know I like trying recipes for the first time in front of you guys. So this is my first time making pastry cream. And just like that, our pastry cream is done. I'm now going to strain the mixture through a fine mesh sieve. Adding my Nielsen Massey vanilla, my favorite. The next time I make pastry cream, I'm going to switch the vanilla extract for almond extract, which is one of my favorite extracts. And I'm going to place our pastry cream in the refrigerator for about 3 to 4 hours. Oh my goodness. These are our buns. They have doubled in size. Guys, I will tell you, I was so nervous trying this particular bake, and my nerves paid off. Look at these beautiful breakfast buns. And like I said, you can use these, just put a little butter, eat them with with some eggs and bacon, or you can use these buns for a sandwich. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the plastic wrap off, and we are going to coat the top of the buns with a little egg wash. We're going to bake them at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. Okay, so let's talk about what I should not have done. So you can see that the one on the end here is a little deflated because I tried to separate it from the other bun because they were touching, because I wasn't sure whether or not it needed the space to bake, but that's okay. This is my first time making these, guys. So let's go ahead and place these in our preheated 350-degree oven, and soon we will have delicious brioche buns. This is the second portion of our brioche dough. And what I'm going to do with this dough that has risen for 2 hours, I'm going to make cinnamon cream brioche, another type of breakfast pastry. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stretch these buns out in circular cylinders, sort of like maybe like a little pizza. And then we're going to add the cream that we made earlier and a little sour cream. And we're going to bake these in a preheated 350-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. This is the pastry cream that I made a couple of hours ago. So we're going to add this to the center of our cinnamon cream brioche. We are going to sprinkle the outside with just a little bit of our cinnamon sugar mixture. And then we're going to put a dollop of sour cream in the middle, and we'll bake these at 350 for about 20 minutes. I'm so excited right now. If you've watched my channel before, you know that I like to be authentic. And I tell you guys all the time, I like baking things for the first time in front of you all. I am not, I repeat, I am not a professional baker. I am a home baker who likes to try new recipes. Now, first, I want to thank my daughter in law, my precious daughter in law, Isabel. By the time this video comes out, she will have given birth to our precious grandbaby. But I want to thank Isabel because she visited this past weekend, and I was like, I need to do a video. I don't know if I should do the easy sandwich bread that I've done so many times or if I should stretch myself. I never told her what I was going to try. I just said, should I stretch myself? And she immediately said, Graham, you need to stretch yourself. You need to try do the hard thing. And I am so glad that I listened to her, because by the time this video comes out, she would have accomplished a hard thing, giving birth to my grandbaby. So anyway, guys, this I'm just overjoyed. So with the one batch of brioche dough that I made, I was able to do 3 different breakfast buns. So the first one that I did, it's called brioche with sugar. Now the French term is brioche au sucre. I am not French. I'm not sure if I'm chopping that up, but anyway, it just means brioche with sugar. So if you look closely, you see there's a little cross. Praise the Lord. There's a little cross there, and we added just a little sugar to the top. Now remember, these are all items that you can eat for breakfast. So that's the first one that I did. And then the second one are the breakfast brioche buns. Look at that. Look how nice and golden that is. See that? Oh my goodness. And guys, oh my goodness, this bread smells so delicious. So delicious. And the last one that I did was the cinnamon cream brioche with the cream pastry in the middle with a little sour cream. Y'all, I'm so excited. Not to do, I'm excited. I'm going to do a taste test. But most of these I'm going to give away as gifts. My daughter in law is going to be the first person, of course. All right, so what am I going to try? I'm going to try actually just the regular plain brioche bun. And I've let these cool. My goodness. It's so buttery. Mm, so buttery and delicious. So, if you got 2 days, make your own buns. This is delicious and worth every moment that it took for me to prepare these. I'm so excited. This is good. And I know I say that all the time about things that I bake, but guys, stretch yourself, stretch your faith, do things that you haven't done before. You just never know what you are made of until you stretch yourself. I am a beginning baker. I am not a professional. I just enjoy baking. I'll grab a recipe. I'll get a little nervous, but I'll try it. So thank you so much for watching. Join me again on my channel next time, there's no telling what I might bake. Don't forget to like, bake, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so that you can be notified when I have a new video coming out. Because sometimes there's been a little glitches in the past and my videos don't necessarily come out at the same time every week. But since I've got this new grandbaby, I might put some videos on hold. So turn on your notifications so that you'll know when Miss D's Baking TV has dropped a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Be blessed and just enjoy life. Bye.